Okay, guys. So today is our day three, right? So let me create a new folder named day three here. Inside this day three folder, I'm going to open my VS Code. Yesterday we have seen how to install VS Code, and also we have installed our Python software, right? So now you know how to open VS Code inside a specific folder. Now I have opened VS Code inside day three folder. Here I am going to create a new file by clicking on this icon. So, in our yesterday's session, we discussed about variables and we have seen what is meant by syntax and what are comments in Python. So, in today's session, we are going to discuss about data types and operators. So, I am going to name this file as data types.py, and we know that the extension should be .py. It is mandatory. So, yes, fine. I'm going to select the interpreter, and we all know that our interpreter is Python 3.11.4. Let me zoom in a little. So yes, I hope you all can see my screen now. Yeah, fine. So yesterday we have seen that variables are nothing but just names which are used for storing some data. But what are data types now? Simple terms, I can say that data type is nothing but the type of data which is present inside a variable. So let me clearly explain you this with an example. So today's concept is data types. Data types means a type of data stored inside a variable. So let me comment these two lines so that I won't get any error. And we all know that if you are commenting a particular line in Python means that code will not get executed by the interpreter. We have seen that yesterday. So we know that to declare a variable, first we need to give a variable name followed by equal to operator and then followed by the data present inside a variable. For example, let us take 10. Now if I say print A, I will get output as 10. We have seen this yesterday. Right? You can see here I got output as 10. Now what is data types means the type of data which is present inside a variable. Now here the variable A has value 10. What is 10? 10 is a number, right? In programming terms, we call it as an integer. In mathematics also, we call it as integer. And also in programming, we call it as an integer. So I can say that A is of data type int. That data type of A is int. Now, in order to check the data type of a particular variable, we can use a function called type. Here we are using print function to print data, right? Similarly, we can use type function to check what kind of data is present inside a variable. Now, if I run this code once again, then you can see here I got output as class int, which means int. Int means integer. So here I am storing value 10, it is integer, so I got output as int. Similarly, if I change this value to 10.125 or something like that, then if I run this, then you can see here I got output as float. Float means floating point numbers. This is the decimal number, right? So I got output as float. Now you may be thinking how many types of data types are available in Python. So first is integer and float and then boolean. We are going to discuss about this in this session now. After that, string, and there are some data structures in Python which are list, tuple, set, dictionaries, etc. We are going to discuss about that some other day, not today. So today we are going to discuss only about these data types: integer, float, boolean, and string. So now here I can comment out these four lines like this by adding the hash symbol before the by adding hash symbol at the beginning of the line. But there is one more way also. Here the concept is multi-line comments. So for single line comment, we use this hash symbol. But here I want to comment out line number 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to comment out these four lines. So for this, I can use symbol. And also after the completion of four lines, again I need to use the same symbol. This is single quotes. three times. I need to type the single quote three times. So you can see this. I am typing single quote three times here. Now, if I do like this, then you can see here the color of these four lines turned into green, which means these four lines are not going to execute by our Python interpreter. And also these four lines are comments. And we say this as multi-line comment in Python. In different programming languages, we use different types of symbols for comments. Whereas in case of Python, for single line comments, we use hash symbol. And if you want to comment multiple lines, then we use triple quotes. We need to type the single quote three times. We call it as triple quote. So this is how we can comment multiple lines at the same time. So now we have seen that what is int and what is float. Float means decimal number and int means normal integer number. It may be 10 or 20 or 205, whatever it is. If I run this, then you can say I got output as class int. By the way, if you are getting confused here, it is nothing but I am printing the type of variable A. Here inside the print function, I am printing the type of variable A. This type is a inbuilt function. You can see here, I am directly using this word type. Uh, I haven't defined anything named as type in the above program. I am directly using the variable. I am directly using the method type. So it is also called as inbuilt function in Python. It comes by default along with the installation of Python software. We don't need to install it manually. So like print type is also a function which is used to display the specific type of data which is stored inside a variable. So now we have seen int float. Similarly, Boolean means true or false. Now here I can say true like this. Make sure that the T is in capital letter. So TRU, if I say true means, then let me run this program. You can say I got output as class bool. Bool means boolean. Just give me a second. I need to check the waiting room. Okay, fine. No one's inside waiting room. Okay, the point is I can say true or false. These are boolean data types. Now here you can see here I got output as bool. Now you might be thinking, why should we learn these data types? Why do I need to learn integer, float, boolean, string? Well, first thing is, yesterday also I told this one. First, you need to learn few concepts like variables, data types, operators, conditional statements, loops. After learning all these concepts, then I will introduce a new real-time problem. So in that problem, we use all these concepts to solve it. Okay, without these concepts, it is not possible to solve any program in any programming language. These are the basic concepts which we need to learn first. After learning about these things, we can use it in real time. I will show you. You just need to wait for 1 week like that. After that, I am going to show you that. But first, we need to learn, right? So instead of learning, we can directly solve problems. So now we have seen about integer, float, and boolean. The next thing is string. What is this string? String is nothing but a word, any English word or a sentence. So in Python, here you can see I have directly assigned integer. Similarly, I have directly assigned floating point numbers. And also for Boolean values, I have directly assigned Boolean values without any issues. But while using strings, I need to I need to close the strings inside double quotes. It is important. So the contents which are enclosed inside double quotes are considered as strings. So here I can say Avanto Technology. So this is a string. Now if I run this program, you can see here, I got output as class str, which means str means string. String is nothing but words or sentences, any English words or sentences. If I want to store our company name inside a variable, then I can say the variable name as company name. And here I can check out the type of company name. Obviously, the type of company name is str because it is a string. Similarly, I can print the company name. If I print the company name, you can see here, I will get output as Aavanto Technology because I am storing Aavanto Technology inside this string inside the variable company name. So these are the four main data types in Python. So also the best way to learn programming or any other subject is first you need to know the basics in concept. After that, you need to explore about that concepts in Google. So here you can go in Google. You can simply search as data types in Python. Open any website. You can open Geeks for Geeks or W3 Schools. Open any website of your choice. You can see here these are all the various data types present in Python. We have seen str, text type. We call text type as string. Let me zoom in a little bit. I hope you all can see now. So numeric data types, int, float, and complex. So there is a data type called complex also. Let me explain about that. Complex. So what is this complex? So here let me define a variable name called COMP, and you can see here. Here the content present inside my COMP variable is 3 plus ij, where j is imaginary part. In our childhood in mathematics, we have learnt about complex numbers and imaginary numbers, right? So those kind of complex numbers also we can store inside variables. And also the thing is we don't need to enclose these things in double quotes or single quotes. So if I say type of CMP, you can see I got output as class complex. So the type of variable COMP is complex. And also if I say print COMP, then you can see here I got output as 3 plus 1j. So these are imaginary numbers. So the first thing is you don't need to remember all those things. By practicing, you will understand and you will remember all these things. Now, in this session, what you need to do is you need to observe the things carefully. You should try to learn. After you should know what is the meaning of this type function. You should know what is string. You should know what is complex. After that, you can you can use Google to check out the various data types present in Python. So you can see the other data types are list, tuple, range, dict means dictionary. We are not going to discuss about this today. This comes under data structures. We will discuss in upcoming classes. Set, frozen set. So we have seen that we have seen about data type bool. Bool means boolean. So none type. None means there is nothing stored inside a variable. I can use none also. It is also a data type. For example, let me use a variable name here as n equal to none. Uh, you should remember that for true, for false, and for none, the first letter should be capital. Now, if I say print n, you can see here I got output as none. Similarly, if I say print type of n, then you can say I got output as class none type, which means the variable n has data type none. Uh, in other terms, none means nothing. Nothing is stored inside this variable. This variable is basically empty. So like this, now you might be thinking, what is the use of this none variable? In future, you can assign other values to this variable. Initially, I don't want to assign any value to the variable named n. So I can give the value of variable named n as none. After that, I want to change the value of n to 10. So I can say n equal to 10. Now the value of n is changed to 10. And similarly, if I print this n and type of n again, then you can say first I got none and class none type. After that second time while printing n and type of n, I got out 10 and class int. So like this, you can first assign a none value to a variable, and after that you can change that value. So these are the things. These are some of the important data types which you should learn in Python. Now, one more thing is here we have seen about string data type, right? We can store one word or multiple words, which means multiple words is nothing but a sentence, right? So instead of using double quotes, we can use single quotes also. It is not mandatory to use double quotes. In other programming languages like Java or C, we should use double quotes only. Whereas in case of Python, we can either use single quotes or double quotes. Here I have used single quotes now. Now if I run this, then you can see here I got same output. I got output as class str, and while printing the company name variable, I got output as Avanto Technology. So this is the thing which you should remember. We can either use double quotes or single quotes while storing string data inside a variable name. So we have discussed about integer, float, boolean, complex, and string. And to be frank, I haven't used this complex data type so far. So that's the reason why I haven't mentioned this in the first place. We usually remember only familiar things, right? So I don't think we use this complex data type anywhere, but it is better to learn. And also, you don't need to by heart anything. You don't need to mug up anything. You can simply go to Google and you need to search for what are the data types available in Python. You will get this. You can refer this and you can learn this. You can see here x equal to 5, print type of x. You can choose website of your own choice. You can use Java T Point or W3 Schools or Geeks for Geeks. I use all websites. You can see here. Uh, he's clearly explaining. So you can say 1j, j means it is complex number, 20.5 is float, and we have seen that strings, he enclosed these two words, hello and world, inside double quotes. You see all these things here. So fine. In maybe in the next week, we will start discussion of listed tuple sets, not today. So these are the four main data types in Python. Okay, I hope you all can easily remember these data types, which are string. String is main important, and after that, uh, float and integer. These two are important. We use boolean in rare cases. We use boolean, and also I never used complex data type so far. Okay, fine. These are the things about data types in Python, and you all know that you can access this file. Yesterday I have shown you that whatever the contents present inside this folder will be visible in GitHub link. So by clicking on that link, you can access all these files. That's it. You don't need to create any GitHub account. You just need to click on that link and you can access all these files so that I don't have to send these files in WhatsApp group separately. So fine. Now we have completed the discussion regarding data types. And here I can see some people has raised their hands. Do you have any issue or if do you have any doubts, let me know. Davish Ahmad, Lakshmi, Anil. If you have any doubts, let me know. For you, I am enabling the chat section. 10 people have raised their hands. If you have any doubts, then just let me know in the chat section. Okay, I consider this as you don't have any doubts. So fine, I'll disable the chat section. Okay, Manoj, do you have any issues? Again, because again you are raising your hand. I have enabled the chat section. You can send your message here. Priya is asking how to run in terminal. Okay, Priya, I'm going to show that now. Okay, fine. I have disabled the chat section. Let us continue with today's session. So the thing is, if you are installing VS Code for the first time, then you will get output in the output tab. Yesterday I forgot to mention this thing. If you are installing VS Code for the first time, then you will get output in the this output tab. Instead, we need output in terminal tab. It is very important. So I will show you how to change that. So you need to first go to settings. As I'm going to share the recorded session also, you don't need to remember anything. Um, so first thing is you need to go to settings by clicking on this icon at the bottom left. After that, again, after clicking on that settings icon, again click on settings. Now this settings tab will appear on the top. Here you need to search as run terminal. Typing mistake, run terminal. So you need to search this run terminal. Also make sure that There is no space between run and terminal. You need to type this in the search bar, run terminal. Here you will find an option, code runner run in terminal. Whether to run code in integrated terminal, you will find a checkbox like this. Here I have already checked this box. For this, this box will be in unchecked condition. You need to check this box. After that, restart VS Code, and from the next time, you will get output in the terminal. Instead of getting output in the output tab, you will find output in the terminal tab. So you need to change this setting to get output in terminal. And also one more thing is, in case if you are not finding this run code button on the top right side, in case if you are not finding this triangle icon, then you need to go to extensions tab and search for code runner. Yesterday we have seen that in extensions tab we have installed Python IntelliSense, right? Similarly, in that extensions tab, search for code runner and install this. In the place of disable button, you will find install button if you haven't installed means. After that, restart VS Code once again. Then you will find option. You will find this icon for running programs. Okay, fine. So this is how you can. I hope Priya, you understood this. This is how you can run code in terminal. Okay, we have discussed about data types now. Now the next thing is we need to discuss about operators. So let me create a new file by clicking on this new file icon. So let me name this file as operators.py. So here I have created a new file. Let me close this data types file. So what are these operators? In simple terms, I can say that operators are used to perform some operations on what? On some variables. So we can perform operations like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and also there are a lot of operators. We can perform a lot of operations using these operators. So what are all the operators available in Python? We are going to discuss that now. Operators. Here I am giving you simple definitions. Okay, so operators are used to perform operations. This is the basic definition. So operators are used to perform operations. So there are different types of operators available in Python. The thing is, I haven't prepared any PowerPoint because if I prepare a PowerPoint means you will only follow that PowerPoint. You won't explore the things which are available in Google. So that's the reason why I haven't prepared any PowerPoint for data types, variables, and operators. Instead, I want you to go to Google and search for operators in Python. There you will find multiple websites and you will find better explanations. So I'm going to do the same thing now. Go to Google and search for operators in Python. I don't want you to restrict your knowledge to any specific PowerPoint. So I haven't prepared any PPT. Instead, you can explore various websites which are available in Google. So here we are going to learn about operators, right? So you can see here, these are all the operators which are available in Python. Let me copy this and paste inside my operators.py file, and I will do multi-line comment here. So yes, this is how I do multi-line comments. So you can see here, the first thing is arithmetic operators. So we all know the term arithmetic, right? So arithmetic operators are used for performing arithmetic operations, the simple definition. So what are arithmetic operators? Less, minus, star, forward slash. So all these are arithmetic operators through which we can perform operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let us see one by one. So first let us discuss about arithmetic operators. So let me comment out this line and with a single line comment here. So let us discuss about first addition. How can we perform addition? By using plus symbol, right? Here also we are going to do the same only. So I will assign a variable, I will assign a value of 10 to variable A and 5 to variable B. Now I can add a value of A and B like this. A plus B. I can use this plus symbol for performing addition operation. Now if I run this file, then you can see I got output as 15 because 10 plus 5 is 15. Now you might be thinking, can we add like this? I mean, can we add like 15 plus 15 or 15 plus 10 directly without assigning values to the variables? Can I add directly two numbers? Yes, of course we can do that. You can say now I will get output as 25 and after that I will get output as 15 because I am using two print statements here. So this is the thing, you can directly add numbers or else you can assign them to a variable and you can add variables also. Instead of using numbers, you can variable names to add two numbers. So this is the thing, you can directly add numbers or else you can add variable names. So for better usage, let me use these two variables, A and B. So first we have seen about we can add two variables by using plus operator. So let me mention operator here as plus. So the next thing is subtraction. Also, one more thing. Here, it is not mandatory to add like this a plus b. You can use a new variable name here called as add, or else you can say c, or else you can say d. Variables names are your wish, right? So here I am going to give. I am going to use a meaningful variable name which is add because I am adding two values. So if I say add equal to a plus b, now the value of a plus b, which is 10 plus 5, 15, is stored inside the variable add. Now here I can print add variable also. Now if I print the value of add variable, then you can see here I got output as 15. Now if I change this 5 to 2, you can see here I will get output as 12 because 10 plus 2 is 12. So there are multiple ways. You can directly add 10 plus 2 or else you can say a plus b or else you can assign the value of a plus b to a new variable and you can print the new variable. So anyways you are going to get the same output. So now, which method should you use? It is totally depending upon your need. In some case, you might need a new variable name. There you can use like this. You can assign the value of a plus b to a new variable, and you can use that variable name throughout your program. Or else you can directly print the value of 10 plus 2. It totally depends upon your need. No one is going to restrict you. Okay, these are some of the different types which we can use inside our program. Okay, so the next thing is subtraction. Of course, we are going to use minus symbol for subtraction. Now I can say here sub equal to a minus b and I can say print sub. So if I run this program, you can see here I got output as 8 because 10 minus 2 is obviously 8. Here I can also say a minus b directly also. You can see here again I got output as 8. And again if I say 10 minus 5, you can see I will get output as 5. This 12 is from this print statement and this 5 is from this print statement. 12 is we are getting output as 12 from the print state from the line number 21 and we are getting output as 5 from the line number 25. Okay, you don't need to confuse because I'm using multiple print statements here. I'll get output in different lines. So we have seen that. So like this, we can perform subtraction. The next arithmetic operator we have is multiplication. So for performing multiplication operation, we are going to use star operator. Multiplication. So for this, we will use star symbol. We won't use x here. In mathematics, we represent multiplication by x, right? Into, or else we say into. Whereas in Python programming language, we use star symbol for multiplication operation. So here I can say mul equal to a star b, which means a into b. Now if I print mul, then you can see here I got output as 20 because 10 into 2 is obviously. So let me comment out these print statements. I don't want you to get confused. If I run this once again, then you can see I got output as only 20 because I have commented line number 25 and 21. So these two lines are not going to execute by our Python interpreter. And I got output as only 20. So we have seen about multiplication. Let me comment out this line. And the next thing is division. So for division, we are going to use forward slash. Yesterday I told you that forward slash is present on the present left to shift key. you will find enter key in your keyboard, right? Below the enter key, you will have shift key, and on the left side of that shift key, you will find this forward slash. So yes, this is the thing about division. For division, we are going to use this forward slash operator. Now if I say div equal to a by b, so a forward slash b, I'm going to pronounce it as a by b. Now if I print div, the value of div variable, then output will be 5.0, because we are dividing 10 with 2, right? If I divide 10 by 2, then obviously I will get output as 5. But you can see I got output in floating point number. In case of multiplication and subtraction and addition, I got output as integer only. But in case of division, I am getting output as floating point number. So by default, Python works like this. In case if you want to get output in integer, then you can use double forward slash here. Let me use this in a new line. So here, let me say, here you will get output in float number. So now, if you want to get output, if you don't want to get output in floating point number, instead, if you want the output of division in integer format, then you can use floor division. What is this floor division? I am going to say f div. We know that we can use this underscore special symbol in a variable name. Apart from underscore, we are not allowed to use any special characters. Yesterday we have seen that. Now I can say a double forward slash b. So for performing float division, we use this double forward slash. Now if I say print f div, f div is my variable name. If I print f div, then you can see I got output as 5. For the line number 33 in normal division, I am getting output as 5.0, which is a float number. And in line number 37, where I am performing float division, I am using double forward slash. Here I am getting output as 5. So let me copy the same thing here and here. Let me say here you will get output in int number. So in case of float division, we will get integer as output, whereas in case of normal division, we will get floating point number as output. So what will happen if I divide 10 with 3? So the output should be like 3.333, right? Now if I run this, you can see here for the line number 33, where I am using normal division, I am getting output as 3.33333. Whereas in case of floor division, I am getting output as only 3. So we can say like this. If we are using float division, then the floating point number, I mean the numbers which are present after the decimal point will get eliminated. So in case of floor division, the numbers which are present after floating point will get eliminated and only we will get the base number here. So now we have seen about division. The next thing is, uh, so after dividing these two numbers, here I am getting the quotient as output, right? So that's what we get output. If we divide two numbers, we get quotient as output. I hope you all know what is meant by quotient and what is remainder. Maybe we learn these things in third class or fourth class. So I hope you all know what is meant by quotient and remainder. So in normal division, I am getting quotient as output. Now, if I want to get remainder as output, then what can I do? So let me comment out these two lines completely. So here you can notice one more thing. I am mentioning this hash symbol after this print function. Okay, here I am mentioning this hash symbol after this print function. So the things which are present after this hash symbol will get eliminated by the Python interpreter, and this print function will be executed. So this is one more way. You can comment your code like this also. It is not mandatory to mention comment in at the beginning of the line. Here it is mandatory for me to mention comment at the beginning of the line because I don't want this entire thing to get executed. So that's why I have mentioned this hash symbol at the beginning of the line. Whereas here I want to execute the first few parts. I mean I want to execute this print function. So that's why I have mentioned the comment, which means I have mentioned this hash symbol after the print function. So I won't get any error. For example, if I remove this hash symbol and if I run this, obviously I'm going to get an error. You can see here I got syntax error. So I can do like this also. After print function also, I can mention comments. So this part will be neglected by the Python interpreter. And I will get output for print d. So the next, so let me completely comment out these two lines. So I am going to place the comment at the beginning of the line here. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about modulo operator. What is this modulo operator? We have seen that if we use this forward slash, then we are performing division and we are getting quotient as output. Now I want to get remainder as output. So if I say mod a percent b, here I need to use percentage symbol. You should remember this. For performing modulo operation, you need to use percentage symbol. So this percent symbol is our modulo operator. So here let me mention percent symbol is our modulo operator. For floor division, obviously we are going to use double slash. Okay. Now if I print the value of the embody variable, which is our modulo variable, if I run this, then it will say I got output as 1. What is this 1? Here I am dividing 10 with 3, right? I am dividing the value 10 with the number 3. If I divide 10 with 3, I will get quotient as 3 and there will be a remainder 1, right? So 3 threes are 9. We know that 3 threes are 9. So I am getting quotient as 3, but 3 threes are 9, not 10. So I'm having balance 1. So that is remainder. We know what is remainder, right? I hope we all know, you all know what is the meaning of remainder. So this is the thing. So if I say here, if I change the value of b to 2, we know that 2 fives are 10. So the quotient is 5 and the remainder is 0. If I run this, you can see here I got output as 0. Okay, so the remainder here is 0 because we can divide 10 with 2. 2 fives are 10. Quotient will be 5 and remainder will be 2. Similarly, if I say 5, the quotient will be 2 and the remainder will be 0. Let me uncomment this so that you can see the quotient and remainder at the same time. You can see here I got quotient as 2 and the remainder as 0. Now if I say, if I change this to 4, we know that 4 twos are 8. So the quotient is 2. So in the division operation, so here in the division operation, I will get output as 2. And we know that 4 twos are 8 and there is remainder 2. No, we are dividing 4 with 10 here. So the remainder is 2. So for modulus operation, I will get output as 2. Now let me run this. You can see here, I got quotient 2 and remainder 2. Both are same. Similarly, if I change this to 6, you can see here, we know that 6 ones are 6. So I got quotient as 6 and the remainder is 4. So if you divide a number, if you divide 10 with 6, I will get quotient as 1 and the remainder will be 4. So this is the thing about arithmetic operators in Python. We have this plus operator for addition, minus for subtraction, and the star for multiplication, and single forward slash for division, double forward slash for floor division, and percent symbol for modulo operation. So modulo operator will return a reminder. So let me check in this website. I need to check whether I'm missing any arithmetic operators. So you can see here. These are the arithmetic operators available in Python. Okay, I missed this exponential. Let me explain this. So the next thing is exponential. So what is this exponential operator? We know how to find the power of numbers, right? So let me change the value of a to 5 and b to 2. We know how to find the square of a number, right? 5 square. What is 5 square? 25, right? So here, with the help of this double star, single star means multiplication and double star means exponential. In other terms, power. So I can say POW or else I can say EXP equal to A star star b, which means a power b. Now if I print exp, then you can see here I'll get output as 25. Here you can see I got output as 25 because 5 power 2 is 25. So let me comment these two lines so that you won't get confused. Now if I run this program once again, you can see here I got output as 25. In case if I change the value here, if I say 10 power 2, so you can see here I got output as 100. Also, we can find cube also, not only power, not only square and cube. We can find x to the power of n. I can say if I say a value as 5 and b value as 3, then 5 power 3 is 125. Similarly, I can find 5 power 4. You can see here I got output as 625 because 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 equal to 625. Now, let me say 2 power, uh, let me find 4 power 3. So here 4 power 3 is 64. So what is happening here? The value of A is 4 and the value of B is 3. So we are performing 4 power 3. What is that? 4 into 4 into 4, which is equal to 64. Now if I run this, obviously I'm going to get output as 64. Now if I change this to 4 power 4 and again I'm going to add extra 4. If I run this, then you can see I got output as 256. You can check in calculator. 4 power 4 is 256. How can we take that? By multiplying 4 times. So 4 power 4 is 256. So like this, you can find power of two numbers. So this is one more arithmetic operator available in Python. Make sure that you are not using any space between these two stars. There should not be any space. If you use any space, we will get error. So there should not be any space inside this two star. If I run this, yes, I will get output as 256. So these are the arithmetic operators available in Python. So I covered all the arithmetic operators. The next thing is assignment operators. So now we are going to discuss about assignment operators. So here I will create a new file as assignment operators.py. So let us discuss about assignment operators now. So what are these assignment operators? These assignment operators are used to assign a value to the variable. Used to assign a value to variable. So without learning, we have been using assignment operator, which is equal to. So we have seen that we will assign the value of 10 to variable named A like this. So this equal to is the assignment operator, which is used to assign the value of this 10 to the variable named A. So this is our first assignment operator, which is equal to. This is used to assign a value to a variable. If I say print A, of course you know that we will get output as 10. So this is our first assignment operator. The second one is less equal to. So what is this plus equal to? So this plus equal to is, let me explain with an example. So here first I say the value of A is 5 and the value of B is 2. Now if I say print, or else I can do like this. The value of B is 2. I can say C A plus equal to B. Now if I print the value of A, you can see here I got output as 7. What is happening here? So this line A plus equal to B is similar to A equal to A plus B. So instead of using this A equal to A plus B, in shortest way we can say A plus equal to B. These two lines are same. So for example, let me comment the line number 12 and let me uncomment line number 13. If I run this, then you can see I got output as 7 because the value of A is 5 and the value of B is 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7 and we are assigning the value of 7 to the variable A. So I am printing A. So I got output as 7. Now if I comment line number 13 and if I uncomment line number 12, the same thing will happen. I will get output as 7. So this is the shortest form of this thing. A equal to A plus B is equal to A plus equal to B. So instead of using A equal to A plus B, you can simply use A plus equal to B. So you can see here plus equal to. The operator is plus equal to. No, not an even. Let me comment this and now here if I say n1, here now the variable name is n1. If I say n1 equal to 80, okay. So if n1 equal to 80 and I can directly increment the value of n1 like this. N1 plus equal to 5. If I print the value of n1, then you can see here I got output as 85. You can have a look at the output. Hello, guys, I'm audible, right? I think I just lost the network connection. Just let me know in the chat section whether am I audible or not. Okay, I'm audible, right? Okay, fine. Thank you for confirming. Okay, okay, thank you all. Okay, guys, thank you. So let me continue. So we can also say this as increment operator. Here I am incrementing the value of n1 with 5. We know the value of n1 is 80 and I am incrementing it 5 times. So 80 plus 5 is 85. And also we know that this is plus equal to operator is short form of n1 equal to n1 plus 5. So if I comment line number 17, and you can say again I got output as 85 because the value of n1 is 80 and I am adding 80 with 5. So I got output as 85. Similarly, if I comment line number 18 and if I uncomment line number 17, which is our increment operator, increment assignment operator to be more specific, again I got output as 85 because line number 17 and line number 18, these two lines are same. These two lines are exactly same. This is line number 17 is just a short form of line number 18 and the name of this operator is increment assignment operator. So here we can increment like this. We can directly give a value or else we can give a variable name also. I want to show you both ways. So that's why I, I have shown you using a variable name and also I have shown you directly using a value. So this is increment assignment operator. Let me comment line number 19 and similarly like this we have this operator increment decrement assignment. This is minus equal to. Now if I say a equal to 10 and a minus equal to 2 and if I print the value of a, if I run this program, then you can say I get output as 8 because 10 minus 2 is obviously 8 and we know that the line number 24 is short form of a equal to a minus 2. So what is the value of a? 10 and we are subtracting 2 from 10. So 10 minus 2 is 8. I got output as 8. So this is decrement assignment. Similarly, we have here we are performing decrement and we are assigning the operator at the same time. So we can call it as decrement assignment operator. So the next thing is, let me comment line number 26. And the next thing is multiplication assignment. Now if I say the value of a is 10 and if I say a forward slash equal to 2 or a we are discussing about multiplication, right? So I need to use star symbol, not forward slash. So if I say a star equal to 2, then let me print the value of a. If I run this program, Then you can say I got output as 20 because 10 into 2 is 20. And also again I am repeating, you should not forget this one. So the line number 31 is similar to A equal to A into 2. So what is A? 10. 10 into 2, 20. So like this. This is multiplication assignment operator. Oh, I mentioned that. Okay, fine. So the next thing is we have division assignment operator. What this operator will do, the value of A is now 10 and I can divide this with 2 and I can assign the value of the result directly to the variable A. If I say A forward slash equal to 2, we all know that 10 by 2, 5. You can say I got output as 5.0. Let me comment line number 32 so that you won't get confused with the multiplication result. So if I run this once again, you can see here I got output as 5.0 and we know that this A forward slash equal to 2 is short form of A equal to A by 2. And the next thing is floor division assignment. We know that for floor division we use double forward slash and for floor division assignment we need to use double forward slash followed by equal to because we are assigning value to a variable. And if I say A equal to 10 and if I say A floor division equal to 2. Now here if I print the value of A, instead of getting output as 5.0, I will get output as 5 because we know the difference between normal division and floor division. Normal division will return floating point number as output and floor division will return integer number as output. So this is how floor division assignment operator will work and also we know that the line number 42 is equal to A equal to A floor divided by 2. So this is about floor division. Now, why we are learning all these things? Because without learning all these things, we cannot write a complete program. So while practicing a program in HackerRank, we will use all these things. Then you will understand why we have learned all these concepts. Now your job is to learn these concepts. So the next thing is our other operator is modulo, right? We can use this also modulo assignment. If I say A equal to 10 and A modulo equal to 2, then I will get, if I print the value of A, then I will get output as 0. Here I am getting output as 0. Let me comment the line number 44. If I run this once again, then you can see here I got output as 0. And we all know that this line is similar to A equal to A percent 2. So what is happening here? Here we are dividing the value of A with 2 and we are assigning the remainder to variable A. So this is a modulo assignment operator. So I got output as 0 because if we divide 10 with 2, we get quotient as 5 and the remainder as 0. So the next thing is we have the final thing is exponential assignment. We know that the exponential operator is used to find the power of two numbers. So if I say A equal to 5 and if I say A exponential, which means A double star equal to 2, and if I print the value of A and if I run this program, then you can see I got output as 25 because 5 power 2 is 25. 5 into 5 or 5 square is 25. And we all know that line number 54 is similar to A equal to A power 2. So 5 power 2 is 25 and we are assigning the value of 25 to variable A. So this is how assignment operators work. So yes, this is the thing about assignment operators. Let me check whether I have missed any assignment operator or not. So there are four more assignment operators, but in order to use these assignment operators, we need to learn about bitwise operators. So first we need to learn about bitwise operators. So these are all the operations available in Python. Like we have completed arithmetic operators and assignment operators. And yet we have to discuss comparison operators, logical operators, identity operators, membership operators, and bitwise operators. So we need to discuss about all these operators. Now in today's session, first we need to complete, the next thing is obviously comparison operators. So the time is already 8:05. So if you have any doubts, just let me know in the chat section. I am enabling chat section now. Do you want me to continue or else let's continue tomorrow? And also ask me any doubts if you have in today's session. So Sekhar, we don't have this operator in Python. It is available in Java and C. The output will be error because we don't have double plus operator in Python. Okay. So if, for example, here I can, if I say, if I assign the value of 10 to variable A, and if I print A plus plus, and if I run this program, then you can see I got invalid syntax and syntax error because this is not available in Python. Instead of that, we will use this increment operators. Instead of that, we can use increment assignment operators. We don't use plus plus and minus minus in Python programming. Please share the previous session recording. Abhishek, I have already shared the recording in WhatsApp group. What is operator meaning? Operator is a special symbol which is used to perform some operations. I have told you that plus symbol is used to perform addition operation. Minus symbol is used to perform subtraction operation like this. So operators are symbols which are used to perform operations. What is the use of a plus equal to b? So the thing is, Priya, I have told you that a plus equal to b is similar to a equal to a plus b. Let me show here. So a plus equal to b is similar to a equal to a plus b. Instead of using this long a equal to a plus b, we can, in the short form, we can use a plus equal to b. Here we are incrementing the value of a with b, which means we are adding 5 with 2 and we are assigning the value, added value to variable a. So 5 plus 2 is getting assigned to variable a and I will get output as 8. So this is the thing about a plus equal to b, which is increment assignment operator. Can we use Eclipse? Sri Lanka, of course you can use Eclipse if you know how to use. But VS Code is simple. Manoj, that's a good question. Yesterday I have told you that in Java and Python, they both are completely different. I have told you that. So the thing is, Python is a dynamically typed programming language. So let me just disable chat section for 2 minutes. Let me clear your doubt. So if you are assigning values like 10 or 20, which are nothing but integers, in case of Java, we use like this. We say int a equal to 10. After that, we will print the value of a in Java or in C. In case of Python, we don't have to worry about the data type. We are of course we are storing the value of 10, which is integer in variable a, but we don't need to worry about that. So so that's the reason why we call Python as a dynamically typed programming language. Yesterday, at the end of session, I have told you this. So Python is a dynamically typed programming language. We don't need to mention the data type before variable name. Instead, we can directly assign a value to the variable. So if you are from Java, then you will use int a equal to 10. Whereas in case of Python, you don't need to use that. The type of data type will be decided during the execution of program. Let me repeat once again. The type of variable A will be decided by the Python interpreter during the execution of program. So you don't need to worry about the type of data type. Instead, you can happily assign any value to variable. So this is the thing in Python. So so Kirti, the answer for your question is the developers of Python have made like this. We can do anything. We use J instead of I. Okay, Dabish is saying no doubts, clearly understand. Okay. So just give me a second. So uh, so Chaudhary, yes, of course, I'm going to show you how to use HackerRank, but not today. In upcoming days, we are going to use HackerRank. But before using HackerRank, first we need to learn some basic concepts, right? So that's the reason. and also Saraj. Abhishek, can you be more specific? I don't understand your question. So far, we have discussed about these. We have completed operators, and regarding data types, we have discussed about these five data types. And still, we have to discuss about list, tuples, etc. And we are going to discuss them in upcoming classes, but not today. Okay. So now I'll hand over this session to Jawad. So you can ask if you have any doubts. I will be back within few minutes.
Good evening, guys. I'm Javad here. So I hope you really enjoy the session. So my fellow colleague Ashad is on a short break and he'll be back in 5 minutes. Until that, we'll have a small chit chat and fun session. So how was the today's session, guys? Please comment down. Excited, it was good. So we'll be pleased hearing all these comments from you. Nagaraj says is good. Sadin says Raja says good. Sri Lanka says is good. Superb. Afrida, Kausia says good. Thank you, guys. Really pleased hearing all these comments and looking at the comments. We feel really excited. We love the comments you so superb. Vishnu says superb. Amadev says excellent. Dapi says excellent. Vishnu says love you, sir. Pleased to hear all these comments. So let's have a small fun session until Ashad comes here and take over the session. So I need you to pin down. So where are you from? That will get multicultural advantage of people. Kadapa. Vishnu says he's from Kadapa. Irani says he's from Warangal, Vizag, Hyderabad, Chittor. Well, personally, I'm from Chittor, guys. Hassan, Vizag. Akila says a lot of people. Great. So I find a lot of Telugu people is from here. Palipat. Good, good. Noor Bahas is Puttu, Chennai. Pleased to hear all these comments, guys. Tirupati, Narsapur, Bapatla. So I hope you're really enjoying the session. So any advices, any improvements, please pin down. So I'll convey all these messages to my fellow colleague, and I really want to improve all these things. So I'm here to discuss with you guys personally, to get an emotional touch with you. Harita says she's from Rajmandri, Andhra, cool. Attendance. Sorry, Ravi, can you please be more specific? Please maintain same class. Yeah, we'll be doing all this from 7 to 8 class. Just convenient first and for you guys. Madhu says he's from Andhra. So Ashad will take care of all the attendance sessions. So I'll be just the coordinator. So if you have any improvements, advices for us, please feel free. I'll really consider all your. So Irani says, can you explain? Just a second. Irani says, can you please explain these concepts as real-time scenarios? Please. Actually, he is explaining all the real-time scenarios. If you're not getting it, then he'll improve himself. Thank you for the advice. So myself, Jawad, I'm currently working in Aavanto as a marketing head. On the Shekhar, please make 2 hours class, please. So possibly in further sessions, we'll plan to make it for 2 hours, but now it's for only 1 hour. Manoj says, sir, I get knowledge in Java, which was given training by Aavanto Technology. Now land totally confused. I'm thinking that Java and Python topics are both the same. So this is a technical question, and Ashad will handle all these things. I'll convey this thing. I'll forward this message. Abhishek's session is very good, but please extend timings. Indeed, Abhishek, for further future improvement, we're planning to extend the timings, but for now, it's only for 1 hour. Thank you for the advice. Srilaka says, Shatsa explained in the class very good. Thank you, Srilaka. Pleased to hear this. Obviously, Guntur. So I can see a lot of extended time period. So we'll convey all this mission seated management and discuss with management. Will take regarding actions. Arun Kumar says, sir, how was your Ramana sir and Manikanta sir? So personally, I know them and they're both doing well. So Vishnu says, sir, how? Okay, that's fine. Davish, I'm very happy about the Python session. Thank you, Davish. It's an honor. Sai Kumar. Yeah, I can. Vishnu, hold on your enthusiasm. Ramana sir and Manikan sir are really great and doing well. Best course in software industry. Thank you, Vishnu. Vishnu, you're the starlight, I see. Both are doing well. Do you provide placements assistance, sir? So this will be handled by Mr. Asher as of now. Please share notes. So all the notes will be shared by Asher, and the class recordings will also be shared by Asher to the group. So don't worry about that. You feel free to ask anything. Some assignments daily. Yeah, we are considering the assignments daily for your further improvement. That's how you can develop and improve. So finally, how is the Q&A sessions going, guys? So how is conduct mock test, sir? Indeed. We are planning all this stuff, but for now, just further, we'll doing further. Just starting stage. Let you gear up, pad up, then we'll go. Thank you, guys. Now Ashad is back, and Ashad will be taking over the class. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Please to read all these comments, and really love you guys. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Actually, some people are asking about certificate. Of course, I already told you that we are going to provide you certificate after completing this course. And also the next thing is we are going to practice problems. I will explain you using real-time scenarios. You can see here, right? I am explaining operators here. Okay, what real-time scenarios are you expecting from me now? We are just getting started. We just completed 3 days only. In the first day, we have discussed about introduction, and yesterday we have seen some basic concepts. Now we are discussing about operators. After completion of all these things, then only it is possible to discuss some real world scenarios. So the thing is, I am telling you again and again, first you need to learn all these concepts. After that only, I can explain you using some real time scenarios, and also I will show you how to use hacker rank, and also I'm going to conduct you mock tests. I will going to give you programming questions also. So it is mandatory for you to practice. Okay, so I'm going to give you programming questions also. But the thing is, first you need to learn some basic concepts, right? So if I give you a programming questions, how will you solve? So I hope you understood. So first you need to learn some basics. After that only, it is possible for me to conduct some mock tests. Okay, and someone asked a doubt regarding Java and So, so fine. If you have learned Java from our previous classes, it's good. But Java and Python, they both are different. The syntax is totally different. Some concepts may repeat, like variables, operators, conditional statements, and loops. But the syntax will be different. If you think you are getting confused, then right now try to concentrate and focus on Python. Learn Python thoroughly. As you have already learned Java, you can easily revise them. After learning Python, revise Java quickly. Within 2 to 3 days, you can revise Java completely. So you don't need to confuse. So I hope I have answered everyone's question. I have enabled chat section one more time, and I don't know why still some people raised their hands. If you have any doubts, just let me know. Madhu Verma, Anil, Manoj, Nagaraju, Wesley. So yes, today we discussed about assignment operators, and we have seen about arithmetic operators. In our tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss the remaining operators, which are comparison, logical identity, membership, and bitwise. In our tomorrow's session, let us discuss these things. These are also really easy. I hope you enjoy today's session on operators. right? This is fun. Learning operators is fun. So the point is, Manoj, if I provide any PDF or if I provide any notes, then you follow only that notes. Instead, I want you to explore things available on Google. So search your requirement in Google. You will get lot of websites there. With the help of those websites, you can learn. So now have a look at this website. So the alignment, the design, everything looks cool, right? So it is better to learn from this website instead of learning from my notes. You can open that GitHub link, and there you will find all these Python files. So look at these Python files. Here we have discussed about assignment operators. Now go to Google and search for assignment operators in Python. Open any website, and from here you can easily learn. So this is the thing. I don't want you to restrict your knowledge to a particular notes or PowerPoint. So that's my opinion. Instead, I can share you some of the best websites. So Arun, the thing is, I have already told you that it is completely different. Java and Python are completely different. Don't compare Java with Python. In Java, we use system.out.println for printing. In Python, we just use print. It is easy, right? It is kind of easy, so you don't have to worry about that. Don't compare. First of all, don't compare Java with Python. They both are totally different. So here you are learning Python. For printing, we use just a print statement. So this is the thing. Okay, that's the end of today's session. So if I find any interesting notes, or else if I prepare any notes, I will definitely send you that. So fine. I'm going to leave today's session. It's good to see you all. Okay, take care. Bye. Now Jawad will take over the session finally.
Hello guys, I really hope you enjoyed the session. So we'll be closing the link and we'll end the session today. So I hope you tomorrow enjoyed the session. If you have any doubts or improvements, you can write down. So I'll convey. So now we'll submit a feedback link in the group. Please, I request you, please put a feedback for our improvement. It's a great opportunity for us to learn. So as we are a startup, we can learn from you, from your thoughts, from your suggestions. We can grow. So I'm requesting you guys to please put in feedback. So comment down like we'll do it. So I'll be really pleased to read all those comments. I don't see any comments. Ganesh says we'll do it. Sai Puja, this is a big thumbs up. Thank you, Sai Puja. Thank you, Ganesh. So we'll submit a feedback.